Hey, what is going on, everybody? This is Andrew here from Gaming Watt, bringing you guys another Destiny weapon review, and today we have the Eyasluna. But first, I would like to thank Lewis for allowing me to use his account so I could get this gameplay. Getting right into the review, the Eyasluna is a legendary hand cannon you can get inside of Destiny as the Taken King. Now, this is Lewis's weapon, so I'll be telling you what he got on it. His, for the sights, came with True Sight IS, Sure Shot IS, and Quick Draw IS. In the first perk, he has Last Resort, which is most commonly found on the Trials of Osiris weapons. In the second perk tree, or the third, he has Hand-Loaded, Cast It Mag, and Injection Mold. And the lone perk in the last tree is Life Support for possible health regeneration. Now on the screen are the stats for the Eyasluna. The Eyasluna is the same archetype as the Hawkmoon and other powerful hand cannons. The Eyasluna has a lower rate of fire and high impact. Of all the stats, they are actually exactly the same as the Hawkmoon on the stat card. The only things that are different would be the appearance of each weapon and the variety of perks you can get on the Eyasluna, considering that the Hawkmoon always comes with the same perks. The Eyasluna actually has some benefits of not being a carbon copy of the Hawkmoon. With the Eyasluna, you have a chance to get some really awesome perks that can make it possible to be more deadly than its father, the Hawkmoon. On a godlike roll for the Eyasluna, you could get a devastating combination of Outlaw, Injection Mold, and Luck in the Chamber. This weapon could also get a garbage roll with no good perks, but I recommend holding on to it because it is highly sought after in the Destiny community. The only bad thing about the Eyasluna is that it is a hand cannon, and some people really do like hand cannons, but after the 2.0 patch, things got pretty bad with the accuracy. But come December, this weapon will be really good in the Crucible, and it also doesn't take up your exotic weapon slot, so you can feel free to use a exotic special or an exotic heavy if you want. Now the question arises, how does this weapon perform in TBE? Well, going over the stats, it's basically a carbon copy of the Hawkmoon, I'd say, and I said in the last part of the video, but now you can get a few different perks that may help you in the PvE more. The only bad thing is that it doesn't have those 3 random bullets that will cause extra damage like the Hawkmoon did. Instead, it's got a bunch of mismatched perks, and the magazine is actually a bit smaller at 11 rather than 13. But yeah, this weapon performs basically identically to the Hawkmoon, and you can see here in the gameplay that with good accuracy and with those follow-up shots that you may or may not be able to hit, this weapon actually one-shot headshots most enemies, and I take out a major here also, a major fallen captain, and you can see that it does work, but it's a whole magazine to kill him. I wouldn't recommend using this thing outside of the Crucible. But hey, if you want to, and if you like hand cannons still in the PvE, go ahead and feel free to use this weapon wherever you want. Using this weapon on my favorite test subjects, the Champion Vex Minotaurs over on Venus, you can tell that this weapon does take about a whole magazine to kill one champion, but I do miss a few shots here and there. It roughly comes out to about 1 magazine to kill one of these things. Would I recommend using it? No, but if you got something good on it like explosive rounds, I would consider it. There are just a bunch of better weapons out there, and for the PvE, I usually recommend using an exotic primary, and especially an exotic primary over a legendary hand cannon since they are just so inaccurate. Those follow-up shots are usually harder to hit, but hey, if you like to use this thing in the PvE, more power to you. Now talking about how this weapon performs in the Crucible, I will pull up the stat card again, and you can see that it has a rate of fire of 22, impact 81, range 38, stability 51, reload 39, and it has an aim assist of 50, which is average for hand cannons. Now you have to be at least level 40 to hold it, and it drops anywhere from 240 to 310 light. The base magazine size is 11, but can be boosted up to 13 with perks, and it only comes in kinetic damage. The Eyasluna is very similar to the Year 2 Hawkmoon, and when the December patch comes out and increases the hand cannon's accuracy at a range, that will help this weapon to become one of the best, since they are nerfing Hawkmoon to make it a very short-ranged weapon. Having used both, I can say that they are very similar, the only differences being the appearance of the weapon itself and the appearance of the weapon when you ADS. This weapon will do about 57 damage to a body shot, and 86 damage to a headshot at close range, and with the damage fall off at a long range, this weapon will do about 71 to the head, still making it a 3-shot headshot and a 4-shot body shot. So if you liked using Hawkmoon in year 2, you're probably going to love the Eyasluna, and it also frees up that exotic slot so you can use possibly a Truth in your heavy, or one of those new exotic swords. So how do I feel personally about this weapon? Well, the only bad thing about it is that I don't have it, and the gameplay you're seeing is on Lewis's account, like I have mentioned before. And Lewis, if you're watching this, I curse you to hell for all eternity because I do not have this weapon, and I really love it and I wish I did have it. But I'm ecstatic for the December update to come out, which gives hand cannons more accuracy at range and makes those follow-up shots easier to hit. But how may you get this, you might be asking? Well, here on the picture you can see that it is very similar to the Red Spectre. Those who get incredibly high scores or possibly incredibly low scores, I believe, have a higher chance of getting this weapon, and I recommend grinding Crucible to get it, and I really hope I can get one by the end of December, because then the update will already be out and this thing will just destroy people. But anyway guys, if any of you do have this weapon, tell me how long it took you to get it, tell me if you like it or not, and just if you have any other comments about anything else, leave it down below. And hey, if you want to see any other weapon reviewed by us, then you can go ahead and leave it down in the comments. I'll be sure to get on that as soon as possible. But once again, I would like to thank Lewis for letting me use his account. This has been Andrew Johnson with the Eyasluna Destiny weapon review. And once again, leave anything down in the comments you want us to review. And if you're new, subscribe to the channel. If you like our content, go look at all the other weapon reviews I've done in the past. I'll leave a link to the playlist, hopefully, if I can remember. But yeah, subscribe if you're new, comment any other weapon you want to see reviewed. This has been Andrew, guys. Like if you cry, ever Tim, and peace out.
Another battle won, on to the next fight.